Hey everyone, welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. You can tell by the title of the video we're going to be talking about Caspa, and I know a lot of people get really excited when we talk about Caspa. So continue supporting, and I will continue to bring out these updates for you guys. You know, the update that I made yesterday, the day before yesterday, absolutely crazy feedback. Love it. Absolutely love it. So thank you for that. Continue supporting, like I said, and you will continue to see these updates every other day. So what I'm going to do is for Caspa specifically, I'll try giving you guys updates every other day. Of course, I'll bring an update right away if anything major were to happen. But the schedule is every other day. So let me know down below what you guys think of that. But if we're looking at the overall markets, guys, of course, as we're approaching the weekend, wow, we're back to where we kind of left off last week as we were obviously breaking into, Saturday morning last week. And now you're seeing market picking up traction once again. But of course, we need to keep in mind on the weekends more manipulation than usual because of the CME futures being closed. But nonetheless, what a great day. Caspa up 2% on the daily time frame. Price currently sitting at 13.26 cents, up 1.9% over the past 24 hours in USD comparative, as mentioned, down about 1% in Bitcoin comparative right now. Of course, as you can see, if we're looking at the market cap, still above $3 billion to be exact, 3.15 billion, and the 24-hour trading volume, 20.2 million. And I know this is one of the things a lot of people point out. And this is honestly a great thing to be pointing out, especially if you are, whether you're new to the space, whether you've been in the space, questioning things is honestly a really, really good thing, because you're investing, right? Even though you've done your due diligence and research, always look out for everything. You always want to question what is going on. And of course, there's no denying that we haven't really seen the volume spike up for Caspa even around its all-time high prices. Reason why that's the case is because it's not listed on all the major centralized tier 1 exchanges, believe it or not. And despite that factor, what it has been able to claim and achieve in such a short span of time speaks a lot for itself. It is one of the top gainers over the last 1 year. You can see this for yourself, up 740%, and even these numbers are a little inaccurate. And this kind of just gives you, a way to sense the overall sentiment that the market has for Caspa. So really, really good stuff on that side of things. And as you guys know, I keep it 100% neutral and realistic. So that's obviously something you guys are going to continue to get from me. So, I appreciate all the feedback as always. But before we go into it any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer. Anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in crypto. So looking at the dominance index, we did see that bounce up yesterday, but we're seeing that pulling down once again. Again, a huge catalyst behind, the move for altcoins going towards the upside. And of course, the king of the markets, obviously reclaiming back above 68K is the icing on the cake. So great stuff. Of course, we're coming up on some massive resistance for Bitcoin, but great stuff. There's no bad things that I have to say about Bitcoin. Bitcoin has been absolutely killing it, and so far everything is going as I predicted. What I mean by that is, I think we did see this initial drop due to sell the news event that took place, of course, the ETFs being approved and massive amounts of longs that were piling up. Whales getting an opportunity to come out and shake out those longs usually happens every single time, and it's happening once again. And I think we're going to see the market reclaiming back above 70K really fast, especially for Bitcoin, which is going to be obviously a huge plus point for a lot of altcoins. But now let's take a look at Caspa to see what actually has happened with Caspa. So from our last update, we did see Caspa breaking back above that key resistance. Remember that key resistance that I spoke to you guys about, 13.5 cents to be specific. As of recording this update, you are finding Caspa below that key resistance. And again, that is something that I want you guys to really understand. It's extremely important for the price of Caspa to actually stay above this key resistance into the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level. Am I worried? No, I don't think this is something to worry about. You are seeing upward trend formation forming for Caspa. That's what you want to be taking a look at. Of course, extensive resistance and we did see a little bit of a pullback, yesterday for Bitcoin. Obviously, that has impacted Caspa as well as a lot of other coins. But this is what I want you guys to be focusing on: this upwards trajectory that we're forming. And of course, if you're looking at it from the larger time frame, you're seeing this beautiful upwards trend pattern formation forming. Higher highs, higher lows, and this is something we discussed in our previous update. Today, I kind of want to talk about projections if we were to see a similar price action play out. So after our all-time high back in November, you did see a cool off of about 40% from that all-time high. This time around as well, new all-time high was in February. We did see a drop of about 46.4%. And again, for the newcomers coming into the space, you're never going to see exact numbers, but we can make projections based on the performances, what we have seen. So after that rejection, we did see a move of about 91%, after we saw that cool off. And I remember that happened in a snap of a finger. If you guys can recall, that happened so fast, caught everyone off guard. So could we see another double happening in order for obviously us to even reach the all-time high? That itself is like an 83% gain. And then of course, we're going to enter price discovery mode. Let's say 100% gain. So could we see a 21 cents Caspa in the next few weeks to come? That is definitely a possibility. And it's not an unrealistic thing to be looking out for. Anyone that's going to come out and say that's not going to happen, I want you guys to take a look at what happened for Caspa in a snap of just a few days. We saw a 100% gain right off the bat. So what makes us think that cannot happen? But of course, we need to keep a lot of factors in mind. But the layer one, obviously, hype factor is not dying down. I think that will be a huge plus point for Caspa this cycle to thrive. Obviously towards the end of the bull market. But if you're looking at it on the hourly time frame, maybe that will be easier for you to understand. Like I said, really important to be back in this blue zone. But as we did cool off with the overall price of Bitcoin over the past 24 hours, obviously the market is picking up right now, but we're seeing a little bit of a lag for multiple altcoins. But we're being supported by some key resistances at one point, which obviously have turned into support. I do expect us to reclaim back above this zone, but it's really important to do so. And then once we get into the 78.6, then it's pretty much one step at a time, obviously, for us to get towards all-time highs. But so far so good, liking what I'm seeing. But do let me know down below what you guys personally think. And of course, where do you see Caspa trading at the end of the year? A lot of people talk about that psychological price point of $1 for Caspa. Is that a possibility for Caspa to hit $1? I personally still think that that possibility is definitely there. In order for it to reach $1, we're looking at only a $23.7 billion market cap. Now you guys might be thinking, Crypto ZX, what do you mean only 23.7? In the past cycle, we've seen coins fly in a matter of 2 to 3 months, high market caps. So basing it off of the previous historic bull runs, and I don't see why that would not happen this cycle. We've seen Caspa killing it over the past few months, and I think if it were to get the Binance listing this year, or maybe one of the other few tier 1 exchange listings, I think that could be a huge contender as well to really push Caspa to those levels. But in a long-term perspective, we could see Caspa go way higher if they continue to do what they're doing right now, and if it were to get mass adopted, like Solana has. So there's a lot of competition, of course, for layer ones. It's not just the only layer one, but of course, the unique characteristics obviously, bring in a lot of excitement for Caspa. We're going to take it one step at a time. Do let me know down below what you guys think. Love you all. See you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.